Hey, I'm Erin Bowman, and you're watching Eclectic Arts.
So we're here at Easy Street Records in West Seattle on a wonderful Thursday afternoon. Summer hasn't left us yet. It's getting close to it though. And we're here with the lovely and talented Erin Bowman. And how are you doing today?
I am fabulous. I am good. Excited to perform.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so for some people, they know your music. Some of them know you and your music.
Yeah,
And some people
okay.
are like, so who is this person, Erin
Right.
Bowman? And I know that you're from Jersey but based out of LA.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've gotten a lot of acclaim through like television shows and television commercials and kind of a whole different kind of story to get to where you're at now by doing this tour for your upcoming EP release. So can you speak a little bit? I just gave a big old intro, but can you speak a little bit to
It was
your...
good. It was a good one.
Oh, thank you. Can you speak a little bit to how you started and then what kind of got you here?
Yes. Yeah. So what you've heard, "Good Time, Good Life" is a song that I released. It's been like a couple years ago now, and it did really well in kind of like the world of sync placements, like commercials and TV and stuff, which was awesome. And I was doing that music was like pretty pop, and now I released "Good Time, Good Life" soon after I moved to Los Angeles, and then I just found myself sort of going in a different direction musically. It was way more like lyrically driven all of a sudden, and I was playing guitar, which I never thought that I always, I played guitar as like a songwriting tool, but I never saw myself as like girl on stage with guitar. And I am now girl on stage with guitar, which is awesome. I just never expected it, but I'm happy to be girl on stage with guitar.
Okay. And so when things kind of shifted in terms of what you want to do musically, like you just said, and being a girl on stage with a guitar,
Right.
what are some of the inspirations for the songs that you write now? Where's your headspace at?
Right. So whereas before it was a lot of the major like pop artists, because I've always been such a huge Britney Spears fan. But then it kind of shifted, and I've always been fans of these people, but I think I paid a bit more attention to it. But Alanis Morissette is definitely high up on my list of inspirations. And I've even gotten a few times people saying that it kind of, it reminded them. So that's like a massive compliment. That's like
Okay.
such a nice thing to hear. I think just because it is like very vulnerable music, so I think that's why they connected with Alanis Morissette. But Sheryl Crow is another huge influence of mine. What else am I working with? I love Fleetwood Mac, such a Fleetwood Mac. I feel like the great songwriters are like now who I'm like just loving,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so does that mean like when you're doing your earlier songs, and again there's a lot of placement into TV shows, well-known TV shows,
Yeah.
that music, did you ever get to a point where you wanted to release that music as an EP, a few years ago, or was it kind of like, these are just singles and we're just kind of roll with it from there?
Yeah, I think so. I had been writing so much. I was writing so many different songs. And then I think when I finished "Good Time, Good Life," it felt like the right single to release. And then it was, because it then started to do well in like placements. But I never felt like I had like I don't know, for lack of a better phrase, a body of work. And I think with this EP, they all kind of fit with one another. And I think I struggled sort of figuring out what kind of artist I was and the music that I wanted to work on. And then I think with this EP, I like finally figured it out. And the songwriting is just like, has become a lot easier because I kind of know where I'm at with things. And it's like, yeah, this was the first time I felt like, okay, this is a group of songs that belong together. So an EP made sense finally for me.
Okay. And you're obviously doing this independent record store tour, I should
Yes.
say. And where'd that idea come from, and you've done a couple dates already, so.
I have, yeah. So my manager was the one who suggested it. He had he's like in touch with a lot of these record stores through like the music business side of stuff. And he knew that they had in-store performances, and he mentioned it to me, and we spoke about it a little bit, and it just felt like the right fit for these songs. These are like intimate songs. They have a lot of, they're super personal, and it's like a perfect setting for this EP. So yeah, we decided to do it, and now, this is what are we on? My third one. So I already did Long Beach, and I did Portland, both awesome. Everyone that came was awesome. It's so nice to like chat with people after, and it's just genuine music lovers. I mean, they're coming to record stores, so they love music.
That is true. Kind of says something about them already that they set foot into
Exactly.
the establishment.
Right. They care about art.
I was doing an interview about a month ago, and we were talking about how much we miss these places. I'm kind of dating myself, but that's what I grew up with, where you can kind of come in and browse around and kind of take in the whole culture of it, instead of sitting at your laptop and click through everything.
Oh, it's such a nice thing to like come in and see like artwork, album artwork and like CD artwork. That's such a nice. It's exciting. Yeah.
So I know that this record store tour is taking you east, and you're going to end up, I believe, in New York at the end of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We're going all the way across.
What's happening after this is done?
After this is done, I am heading to London. London is actually where the entire EP was recorded. And I'm heading back in October to like around mid-October to start working on next EP, which is all written. I just need to record it and produce it. So that's I'm heading across the pond.
Okay. And do you see yourself? Maybe this is too premature, but do you feel that maybe after the next EP or even in between EPs that you might have a full band backing you on songs?
I would definitely love to do that. I think that me solo for this tour is like a perfect setup, but it would be awesome to hear the songs like really come to life with a full band. So that is definitely on my list of to-dos. Yes, for sure.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, and I'm looking forward to the show tonight, and welcome to Seattle.
Thank you. Happy to be here.